We're stepping it up here at Hills Auto Co. I've got a microphone on. Don't get upset, Bruce. I'm just joking. Anyways, we're just making this little video because we've pulled the Bugatti back into the shop. Awesome season. I think they did an awesome job. I can't say not much more than that. Yeah, awesome. Nothing, I can't say much more than that. I think we've done our job because there's more people talking than just good stuff. It's bad stuff and good stuff, and you know, people are getting inspired. People are arguing with people. I think on the artistic side, we have done our job. If it did not cause conflict, how good would the art really be if it didn't cause conflict? Good stuff. You know, let's face it, it has to be, you know, it doesn't have to be, but it should be an opinion without being able to get offended, if you know what I'm trying to say. But anyways, as we go through that, we're on the Bugatti. We're going back on that. Me and Jolene first started off doing videos on, I was going to build her a Bugatti because she's my most beautiful woman in the world, and I love her to death. And I asked her what car she would like to have. This is the car she picked. And voila, it happened, right? And it kind of set the stage, or, you know, Discovery contacted us, and then we moved on to what we have done. So now that COVID has hit, things have changed, we've slowed down. Now we're back on course of life. We're into life now. We're back into life. We pulled the Bugatti back in. We want to, or I want to, finish it for her, and I think she would like to have it finished. I think we had a deal there made, did we not, baby? Something like that? But anyways, as the car sits here, as we rolled it in, it's still in its dust. Jolene hopped on the lawn tractor. We didn't make no video for that because she was driving tractor and I was pushing and steering. We got it in here. It's getting on close to wintertime. You can tell by the weather it's changing here. And generally, you usually get a project in and get in the garage and get something done. You generally set your project in motion before the winter starts, and then you know what you're working on. And if you don't know what you're working on the next day, well, you just start off where you started the day before, if you know what I'm trying to say. If anybody has that confusion. This car was built out of a Volvo that we had in the dooryard that looked like a 48 Ford. I cut it in half and cut the bottom off it, sheathed the side and sheathed the back, cut the doors out to what I wanted, made the windows in the back what we wanted, and dug out the rest. Volkswagen fenders. We made patterns out of cardboard and welded these on, drilled the holes in them. This is supposed to be Ralph Lauren's $40 million Bugatti. Jolene inspired me. And that's what it takes sometimes to be inspired. And sometimes I make videos just so I inspire you, so you inspire me, because I get good remarks sometimes. And the ones I like is that someone's inspired and done something. That's what I like doing something. And as I'm in this shop doing something, I'm not hurting a damn soul, and I enjoy that. So as you see it in the rough right now, what I stopped at 3 years ago, and this is what has happened. So it's just gotten dusty and dirty, and there it is. We're going to post videos of things that we're going to do to it or have to do to it, like the doors are not even hinged. And that's the way it was when we left off. You know, we made a door, and that's the way it was. We didn't get much further than that. So we're going to put hinges on it. We're going to put a tunnel in it. I think we're going to have to do something with the floor for the pedals for the feet because it doesn't feel comfortable in there. The dash has to go in. The motor and transmission have to go in. There's just so many things that have to be done. Like the front end has to be finished. All that sort of stuff. The hood has to be applied. Lights. But we got the basic shape, so we're going to do some basic body work. Basic stuff, exactly basic stuff. This is all basic stuff. Jolene said, I can do the doors. And we're, right, you can. We just clean them doors off. We'll show you how we grind them, how we get them ready, how we do it. That's all we'll show you, and we'll show you nothing else. And you can take it from there and move on to where you want to take it and how you want to do it. But we'll show you how we do it, and then you can perfect it the way you want. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, me and Jolene are pickers and collectors, and we like neat stuff. The clock, it's a clock. It's kind of Art Deco, kind of reminds me of the air, you know what I'm saying? Kind of Art Deco, I mean by this. This is for the woodworking people, not the woodworking people, the people that buy furniture and like veneer, but sometimes it's not that great a shape. Well, this is what I'm going to do. Get a little veneer problem down there. I'm going to take a razor blade and cut off the poopy stuff. And then I'm going to put a layer of Bondo on that. Put a layer of Bondo on that. And then I'm going to sand it off with a 220 or 400. And then I will paint my wood back on and have it fixed within no time. No cutting wood, no gluing, no nothing. 5 minutes, let the body fill dry, sand it off, paint a little primer on it, sand it off, and then paint your wood on it, and then we'll re-varnish it and we'll repurpose it. But this is the Bugatti, and this is how it started for us. We made videos, and it got noticed that we were doing something that caught somebody's eye. Also, it's just like the Green Goblin. If I never built the Green Goblin, had people say, what the hell did you build something like that for? Where would I be right now, if you know what I'm trying to say? I don't know what to say. Go in the shop and get something done. We'll show you some videos every so often, and that's where we're going. We're going to do Jolene's Bugatti, $40 million Bugatti. Love you, sweetheart.